Yeah, hi, it's the 20th of March 2018 at 11:30 a.m. I reckon you guys, a lot of you, and I was too, are suffering something called indignation. In other words, the anger, I'll read out a dictionary definition for you. The anger or annoyance provoked by what is perceived as unfair treatment. And I think it's fair to say that's how most of us are feeling. And that's how we feel we've been dealt with by society. Just for the cinnamons, you got things like anger, distress, unhappiness, discontent, dissatisfaction, displeasure, hurt, pain, upset, offence, blah blah blah, and annoyance, of course, and irritation, vexation, exasperation. Yeah, I think that describes. I think I could take each one of your comments and assign one of those words to it. So yeah, that one's this. Yeah, so I think you could say you're feeling indignation. I can't blame you. Okay, I feel it too. It's the treatment that we've received, individually or as a group. Yeah, you can see it as being unfair. I think most of us see it that way. I think we've gone from a stage where Women's Lib had an argument some time ago where there's just no fairness in marriage. It was all men's way. And I think most of us looked at that and thought, yeah, no, fair enough, it was wrong. Yeah, so as far as we could see we levelled up the playing field a bit, or they did. And which I don't think anybody objected to that, really, in all honesty. But somewhere along the track, socialised feminism got its claws into things, and it's no longer about fairness and equality or anything else like that. It's about creating indignation in men. It's almost as if we're having this generation's having to pay for what previous generations did. Which, okay, it's fair enough, I suppose. You can look at it that way and say, well, fair enough if you want to be that way. But I think what will actually happen in the end, because you can only be indignant for so long before you just get sick of it. And you think, well, okay, and I want to do something. I want to move on. I want to, maybe not move back to where it was, because I certainly won't. But you move on looking for a whole new world, which is what I've done. And I mean, sooner or later, more and more of you guys are going to start thinking that way and doing that. I don't think it'll get into the millions for a good time yet, but eventually it will become an accepted thing. And I think what's happening, I can only look at my own experience. I mean, I can be all philosophical about this, and I can't. There's no point. I can only tell you what's happening in my life. And I'm up to a point where I've told you all, I socialise online. I basically live online. And the major advantage of that is that I have time to think. So, for example, if somebody tells me something, I can even spend a day or so thinking about, are they trying to, are they lying to me? Are they trying to deceive me in some way? And I'll just think about it, and I can do that online because the communication is asynchronous. I can never remember the word. Like she can say something, a day later I can respond if need be. No, the relationship still remains the same, but yeah, it's not that I'm rude or anything else like that. Yeah, I'll get back to her a few hours later, and she gets back to me a few hours later or a day later. But that gives me time to think, time that I don't have in real life. In real life, I get hoodwinked. I get it all happens instantly, and I can't think that quickly. I'm afraid I'm just not that smart, and I hate to say this, but I think a lot of women are just compulsive liars. They just can't help themselves. That's how it feels to me. I'm going through a situation at the moment where I just keep coming to that view that I like the woman enough, but I just get the feeling she's a compulsive liar, and it's even down to where she lives, which is fair enough. If you don't want to give her address out to a man, but in this case, I'm sending clothing to her, and I've sent a handbag and a shirt, and neither article have turned up to that address. That's sort of a bit far-fetched to me. You know, it just seems a bit unusual that both articles didn't turn up. And then I mentioned, so I went on Google Maps and mentioned a couple of things, a couple of landmarks around that address. She had no idea what I was talking about. So I have a funny feeling she's given me the wrong address. Well, I've asked her to check it, but I think she's just. I have a funny feeling that she has lied so much in her life. That's all she can do now. It's just lie. You know, it's just, you know, and there's no reason for her to lie. But I think it's just habitual. You know, it's compulsive. She just has to. So what I've found I've had to do is use flowcharts again. What to test things, test everything. You know, and it's just all it does is slows things right down to a crawl. So if I want to send her anything more, the next step is, unless I can get a straight answer from her, like, yeah, I lied about my address, here's the correct one, I'll have to, you know, I'll send her a letter with a number on it, and she'll have to tell me what the number is before I'll send her anything else, to make sure I've got the right address. Because that's how ridiculous it's becoming. I don't dislike the woman. I'm not indignant at her behaviour or anything else like that. No, nothing like that. No, but that's, well, I just don't trust her. I don't, and I'll tell her, I just don't trust her. Sorry, what she's saying just doesn't add up. And I just, I'm figuring it's because probably she's lied so much that she just can't tell the truth anymore. That's how it's coming across to me. Nothing is adding up. And so, if that happened in the West, I'd get caught every time, and it would cost. But I'm sort of getting it down now to the cost of a stamp to check things out. But I'm in no hurry because I'll have 2 or 3 women. It's not like I'm desperate. I don't believe the stories anymore. No, So I've got online, where I'm dealing with people women in third world countries. Yeah, and they'll lie and cheat and scam and do all that sort of thing. They can do that, but I'll learn as time goes on. I'll learn techniques, flowchart ideas, where I can check them out, and I'll learn. Okay, but what I suspect will happen eventually, like right now, I guess most of you guys are thinking, why can't we return to the good old days where there was truth, honesty, loyalty, blah blah, blah, etc., etc. I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen. Or if it could, it could. It might not. But I don't care because I've moved on and I'm living in a world where I check everything. And I think at some point, women, both Western and third world women, are going to rue the day that they would like to go back to being trusted. And I and others will just say, sorry, we're not going to do it. Yeah, we like you enough, but we just don't trust you. And I think that would probably, in other words, what I'm saying is I think, what goes around comes around. So, we cop it one way and then, we modify our behaviour to go another. But then again, that might not happen either. I mean, I remember the indignation I felt when I was first asked to a bag check at a store. The girl wanted to look in my bag, and I thought, oh my God, you want to? I was really offended. I got over it pretty quick, smart, but I remember that feeling of oh, you don't trust me? No, I'm not like that. What do you think I am, a thief or something? And now I do it. So maybe it's a societal thing, just moving on. I mean, it's just so many checks. If you open a Bitcoin account, for example, you've got to take photos of yourself and send passports, and they want to check you very thoroughly. Yeah, maybe that's just the way it's all going. But as I said, I don't know how I would do it with Western women. It's like a minefield. It's not that I hate them. It's not that I dislike them even. It's just I don't know how to live. I'm not that smart to instantaneously figure out all the angles that they may or may not be coming from, and who's behind them, maybe or maybe not coming from. Yeah, and I like a day or so to think. I'm pretty slow. Yeah, and they say guys are a bit silly, a bit slow. Yeah, but I don't care. And to me it's still socialisation. It's still being in there. Um, yeah, but that's the sort of lengths I'm going to have. I have to go uh, to check things, and yeah, I'm getting it down into a flow chart the whole time. And that's what I'm finding increasingly. Yeah, that and try and minimise the cost of each checking. A letter or something, or whatever. I mean, I can still get scammed and still, but I think I'm dealing with compulsive liars, um, which is okay. I'll find a way around that. But yeah, I mean, I guess most of you say, "I have nothing to do and forget them, walk away." Yeah, I don't want to, and I'll just work through it. It's like you could, I got the feeling, well, I won't go to the shops anymore if you want to check my bag. Yeah, but I go. Yeah, I just got used to it and just found a way around it. Um, but I don't know. I think society is losing something by losing the trust angle. If they want to lose it, and if they want to, shit all over us, well, yeah, I think that they have every right to do it. We'll find a way around it. We'll find a new way to live. We'll end up better off, believe it or not, happier and healthier. Yeah, but there's no need to hate them or wish them. There's no need for hate at all. I guarantee you, I assure you. Yeah, what goes around comes around. Anyway, good talking to you. Talk to you later. Bye.